Metallica versus Elvis Presley. The king meets the thrash. Welcome to the ultimate battle, where the clash of legends becomes a fight for survival. Tonight, two icons of sound collide in the most brutal contest ever to grace the arena. From the world of thrash metal, the band that changed the face of metal itself, Metallica, and from the heart of rock and roll, the king who changed the world forever, Elvis Presley. Who will rise and who will fall? This is Metal versus Rock. Fatal Riffs. Get ready. It's time for the fight of the century. Post-apocalyptic wasteland. The sky is torn apart with flashing lightning, and the remnants of old stages, amps, and instruments lie scattered around. There are massive speakers with skulls and metal spikes scattered throughout the arena, with a constant rumble of thunder in the background. The ground is cracked, and the crowd roars as two great forces enter. Metallica enters with an aura of fiery chaos. James Hetfield walks with a menacing stride, his guitar slung over his back. Lars Ulrich is behind him, tapping his drumsticks to the beat of the crowd's excitement. Kirk Hammett flicks his guitar pick in preparation, and Robert Trujillo bounces on his feet, ready for action. James Hetfield, grinning as he raises his fist, "You ready to face the storm, Elvis? We're about to tear this place down. This is Metallica's domain." Lars Ulrich, pumping his fist, "Don't let that rhinestone suit fool you, Hetfield. This isn't a Vegas show. This is war." Suddenly, the air crackles with tension. The sound of old-school rock and roll fills the arena, and the crowd erupts as Elvis Presley walks in, dressed in his iconic white jumpsuit, his hair slicked back, and his signature grin intact. He confidently struts into the center of the arena. Elvis Presley, smirking, adjusting his sunglasses. Well, if it ain't the thrash boys themselves. You think you're ready for the king? You're in my domain now, baby. I don't need no backup, just me and my guitar. James Hetfield, narrowing his eyes. Metallica doesn't bow to anyone, Presley. Not to you, not to your heartthrob moves, not to anything. It's time for you to leave the stage permanently. The fight begins. Elvis kicks things off with a smooth, powerful strum of his guitar, sending a shockwave through the arena. Metallica responds with the thunderous sound of Seek and Destroy charging toward Elvis. Hetfield swings his guitar in a wide arc, smashing it toward Presley. Elvis ducks and rolls, countering with a spinning kick that knocks Hetfield back. Elvis Presley, laughing, "You can't touch this, son. Rock and roll's in my blood. You're just noise." James Hetfield, gritting his teeth, "Let's see how loud you can scream after this." Elvis strikes again, performing a flawless karate chop to Lars's drumsticks, breaking them in half. Trujillo retaliates with a fast-paced bass solo, using the sound waves to send Elvis crashing into a pile of old amps. Lars Ulrich shouting, "Don't make me turn this into a thrash fest." Elvis Presley picking himself up with a smirk, "Boy, don't make me show you what a real king can do. You better love me tender, 'cause this is about to get real ugly for you." Elvis performs his blue suede guillotine, an intricate maneuver where he leaps into the air and uses his guitar like a blade, trapping Hetfield's guitar between two massive speakers. The shockwave sends Hetfield crashing into the ground. Elvis Presley shaking his head, "Get up, boy. I'm just getting started." Metallica roars back with their Master of Puppets riff, sending shockwaves of distortion throughout the arena. A giant puppet of Metallica's logo appears above, forcing Elvis to dodge its massive arms. Hetfield and Hammett circle him. Kirk Hammett grinning, "You can't escape us, Elvis. We're everywhere, just like the music." The battle rages on as Metallica unleashes a series of devastating riffs, the ground cracking beneath Elvis's feet. The king fights back with his smooth, unpredictable moves, dodging, countering, and delivering powerful rock and roll punches. The two forces are evenly matched, but it's clear Metallica's thrash metal onslaught is relentless. Metallica's taking the lead with their savage riffs. But wait, Elvis isn't backing down. The king of rock's moves are dangerous, but can he survive the power of thrash metal? Elvis strikes one last time, hitting a power chord that sends a wave of light over Metallica's stage, causing them to stagger. But Metallica regains control, launching into their final move, the One Riff, a brutal sonic attack that tears through the arena, pushing Elvis back. James Hetfield, with a laugh, "One riff to rule them all, Presley. Prepare to bow out, king." As the riff grows louder, the arena shakes and crumbles around Elvis. The crowd watches as Metallica prepares their finishing move. The master of puppets riff floods the arena, enveloping Elvis in a storm of metal. He's lifted off the ground, his body writhing in pain as he screams in agony. Metallica intensifies their attack, launching the final, crushing blow. Fatal Riff. Metallica takes the throne. The king has fallen. Elvis's body is slammed to the ground, his guitar shattered, his iconic look reduced to dust. Metallica stands victorious, their guitars held high, their shadow casting over the wreckage of rock and roll. James Hetfield grinning widely, not bad for a king, but in the end we ruled the stage. Long live thrash. Elvis, weak but still smiling, lifts his head from the ground. Elvis Presley chuckling with a final wink, yeah, baby, you guys were loud. But remember, there's only one king of rock and roll. He laughs softly, then fades into the afterlife. Another battle, another legend falls. Metallica proves their dominance. But who will be next? Tune in for the next deadly showdown on Metal vs. Rock, Fatal Riffs. Remember, shred or be dead. When the king of rock faces the lords of metal, only one will reign supreme. Metallica crushes Elvis, long live thrash. Metal vs. Rock, Fatal Riffs is the ultimate radio show where legendary metal bands and iconic rock frontmen face off in Mortal Kombat-style battles. Each episode pits titans like Metallica, Slayer, Iron Maiden, Megadeth, and more against their rock and roll counterparts in no-holds-barred clashes, delivering high-octane action and ruthless showdowns that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But it's not all carnage. Fatal Riffs is packed with biting commentary, irreverent humor, and relentless banter. Amid the carnage, our dedicated announcer and even the fighters themselves deliver offbeat jokes, whether they land or not. Just ask Lars, who always needs a reluctant yes from Robert. Whether you're a die-hard metalhead or a rock and roll fanatic, tune in for a headbanging, laugh-out-loud journey where every battle is a tribute to the madness and passion of music. Remember, in this arena, it's all about the fatal riff, shred or be dead.